Warning, the content you are about to hear contains swearing, disgusting thoughts, half-witted opinions, and a plethora of stupidity. This show is rated M for nobody, because honestly, it's not suited for anyone. Welcome to Dang Bro.
Welcome back to Dang Bro.
Welcome.
Howdy. It snowed today, but I saw something.
First snow of the season.
Snowed. I saw something, and I thought it was absolutely perfect to ask you guys. There's a button on a wall. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not. So there's this fly. There's a button on a wall. Okay, and if you press it, there's a 99% chance you'll get $10 billion. But there's a 1% chance you will turn into a turtle. Are you going to press that button?
100%.
Yeah.
Now, here's the kicker.
Oh, there's a kicker. I thought the kicker is a turtle.
Yeah.
The kicker is the turtle.
No.
Always extra. Always extra.
Here's no. To someone.
Questions.
So the guy that posted it made the meme, posted in the comment. And he said, "By the way, just so you know, you're a turtle, but you're still fully conscious and are aware that you morphed into a turtle. But you can't you're a turtle, so you can't speak. It's physically impossible."
I would do everything I could to kill myself. Everything possible. Run into the road.
So basically, it's 99% chance of becoming a billionaire, and a 1% chance of committing suicide with a big extra step in between.
Here's my question.
I'm pressing that button because I'm going to get the money anyway.
How many other people have pressed the button? Have a billion other people pressed the button?
So, I didn't make it, but I'd like to think that it's not like the jackpot, like stoplight games, where when somebody wins,
if other people are pressing the button, I'll press the button.
I think either way,
that's
you're going to be known.
It's just crazy.
Everybody's going to know who you are.
That if 1,000 people
turned into a turtle, bro.
You're going to be, you know what I mean? Because if you have the same mind, you're going to be able to do like stuff that other turtles don't normally do. So you're going to be like internet sensation. So either way, you're going to be known. You're going to be known.
Well,
whether you have all this money or you're
obviously
turtle
you'll be,
or you're just Terry the turtle.
You'll be in a public setting, so obviously they're going to like take you and put you in captivity. And let's say
immediately
5 years
like
go by.
They're ready.
Let's just say let's just say 5 years go by. Okay,
as a turtle.
And yes, in captivity.
5 years go by.
Think about 5.
And then you see,
Tortoises live hundreds of years.
Yes,
dude.
that's what I was literally about to say, dude. They literally do. So you it's basically an eternity to a human. And,
Dude,
but my thing is, imagine like 5 years go by as a turtle, okay, in captivity. You're alone. Like you are alone. And you see your significant other come into the zoo.
Oh, this is Tusk all
with
over.
a whole new family. And you're just forced to sit and watch them. You know that person. You were with them.
Well, see, this is why Craig would probably kill himself. He couldn't stand it.
I don't understand how you would kill yourself as a turtle in captivity besides starving yourself.
He would find a way.
Just slowly
finds a way.
He would, you know that door that they try to camouflage for the employees. You know what I mean? He would stay right there and wait for someone to come through and stick his head out.
Dude, think about it. If there's a human mind inside a turtle, there's a reason humans are at the top of the food chain, right? We're smarter than all the other creatures on Earth. You'll find a way. You'll find a way.
Yeah.
You're a turtle. You can't move for shit.
But you can't
Some
move.
turtles
But
can.
you're not a turtle.
Well,
You're not.
maybe not.
No. Is there another kicker where you're some paralyzed turtle? You can't do normal turtle things, dude. You're a person as a turtle. I'm pretty sure I could figure out how to make claws work and do things that are normal things, dude. I would be able to manipulate my turtle body with a human mind to do non-turtle things as a human in a turtle body. I would find a way.
He's determined to make this work just for him.
Dude, it would happen. The human mind is different for a reason. We're all way smarter than you.
But it's a turtle body.
Yeah.
You think your human mind is going to overcome a turtle's body?
You're telling me, dude, flies keep flying into the same unopened window. You don't think,
But you don't
as a human mind in a non-human body, you would be able to figure out how to make human things happen.
But hold on.
or at least some sort
But
of
wait,
human thing.
here's another kicker for the scenario. Do you think that your human mind being in a turtle body, do you think the experience of being in a turtle body would deteriorate your human mind and you would then fully become a turtle?
I think that's a long time.
I think we're taking the turtle story way too far. As far as we know,
We spent 5 minutes on
human brains.
You could be the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Fucking damn it.
Mid-aged mutant ninja turtle.
That was the dude. I feel like all of that was 100% a setup for that punchline.
Absolutely not. It really wasn't. I promise. The middle-aged mutant ninja turtle.
It was good though. Either way, it was good.
Midlife crisis. I'm gonna buy a sports bike Ninja Turtle.
Now here's the thing: do turtles age differently like dogs would? You know what I mean? Like dog years.
I don't know.
Years? Like,
You can't even drown yourself because they
the
can
question
breathe
is,
in water and out.
That's
Well,
like
they're amphibious, yeah.
That's a serious 1% chance that you would be like. That's 100 in 1,000 people that are going to turn into a turtle. That's crazy. I don't know if I
Not
would
sorry, honestly.
Oh well.
I don't know. I'm not gonna.
In
I'm
an
not gonna
alternate
further
universe-
this turtle conversation anymore.
In an alternate universe, that's how Franklin was created.
Do you think that's how Franklin?
dude, he got in touch with the Animorphs somehow and got stuck in between. He just got stuck in between on the
Just such
Animorphs.
a fucking lame animal. like, what if it was like a 1% chance of being like a chimpanzee or like a tiger, something like
Dude,
cool.
you know what? Everyone,
Turtles are dumb.
Everyone from the show Arthur is just a half Animorph, dude. Everyone just all of that stuck right
Just
in the
gave
middle.
up halfway through. I don't know. That was my opener. Would you press the button?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And you both said yes.
Yeah, I'd press
Dude,
the button.
what a
Well,
risk.
my friends are
What is
doing
the
it.
riskiest thing you can do? Press the button.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What other life do you have where you get this chance?
Yeah. I mean, do you have to go to captivity or like, can I be in the ocean? Well, I think that'd be cool to like experience stuff.
Find Nemo and everything.
Find Nemo and everything.
Well, that might be on the backup, but
On the back, that's your backup
Matt
plan?
is crushed. In an alternate timeline, he turned into what's up, dude?
just surfing the,
Right, surfing the tides and everything.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's
go to the
wild.
undertow, man.
Gosh.
That'd be
But
awesome.
I would like to think since
have you ever seen that with that surfer guy?
I'd like to think
You
that
real
since the
pitted?
button's in a public place, that you will be immediately discovered as a turtle, and humans are typically akin to taking them.
Dude, you
to
know what would
captive.
happen if the scenario you just described was the case, and you turn into a turtle and they immediately catch you? They would do experiments on you. They would do
that's true.
They would do autopsies on you while you're alive.
Why would they do experiment? Well, would they also try to find out who made this button? Who was the creator of making you be able to turn into a
that
turtle?
would be a separate
Who made the technology? What turtle changing technology?
But what if the person that made the
That's
the
what
button,
they do the
what if
experiment
the
on.
person that made the button tried it first and he is a turtle?
Like, was it like Wizard of Oz? The man behind the curtain is just a fucking turtle the whole time.
Pay no attention to the turtle behind the curtain.
Oh, that's his turtle man. Don't mind him. He's just fucking around.
What if somebody presented the actual chance to do this, and there's just like everybody's pressing this button like in a flurry because they're like, I want that fucking money. I want that money. But everybody's turning into a turtle, and it just pans over to a security camera in the corner, and it's a fucking snapping turtle on a desk going, watching it, the whole thing.
Dude, you would literally have to know. You would have to be some sort of godlike creature because you would have to know how many times on Earth.
What do you
things would
got going
happen.
on today?
Dude,
What?
so
No.
Okay.
Travis looked down and laughed, and you giggled at him. What the
What?
fuck? Do you?
No, I don't
What do you have?
He's
with
got
you?
have
no
anything
props.
today.
No props.
No
No
props
props.
today.
today?
props.
No long cons playing off today. Okay.
No, so Friday night, me and Mallory, I called off work because I was a little stinker. But me and Mallory, we hung out. We went downtown. We went to Castleton or whatever, and we just went around and we shopped and stuff, and we ate Giordano's.
Giordano's?
And it was super good. And I knew that I'm eating a lot, and I was like, you know what? You guys know how my bowels are. I was like,
Did you?
I'm gonna
take
take my
another
bells
Matt
are.
pooped his pants story.
almost.
Oh my
so I take an Imodium before the meal. washed that shit down with some beer. I don't know if that's good or safe or not. But anyway, I ate the food, and I hardly ever take Imodium. Only like if we're not like at nice places. You know what I mean? Because I'd hate for something to happen
Only
at a
nice
restaurant.
places.
Yeah.
Any other place, it's fair game.
Yep.
I have such a fucking problem with you that I'll disclose later.
Okay. So anyway, so we eat at Giordano's, and then we're coming home, and I'm actually on the phone with you. You called, and we were talking about. Well, I'm not going to tell about it, but we're talking, and I even made the. I said something to you, and I don't know if you heard me because you were talking. I was like, I can't even hear what you're saying because I have to shit so fucking bad. Like you sound like Charlie Brown.
It's like having to turn your radio down to parallel park.
Yeah. Like I can't even focus.
Gotta turn it down so I can see better.
I'm sweating, dude. I'm sweating so bad, and I'm like, babe. I was like, how much further do we have to be to we're home? And because I got off the phone with you, and then she was like, well, we're at 9 and 600 or whatever. We got 2 miles or so. I'm like, oh shit, okay. And I'm like holding. I'm like, when you tense up, and you're fighting the demons, and it goes away. It was like that was my last warning.
That was your last warning.
And I was like, babe, it's coming out now. And she was like, well, do you want me to pull over? And I was like, there's no time. So I grab a bag. I got those supplements or whatever. Yeah. I grab the bag that I use for those or whatever, and I turn around in her front seat. And I pull my pants down, and I have it up against, right? And I'm just letting loose, dude. And this is terrible, dude. The odor just overtook everything in the car.
Oh, I bet you're in a fucking car.
You're swerving. Mallory is swerving.
In the back.
Well,
oh my God.
my head, right, is smashed up against the back of the seat, right? Because I'm holding this bag up to my, my undercarriage, and I am just like, I'm sweating, and my legs are starting to go numb because of how I'm sitting, backwards in the seat. And Mallory's gagging and swerving. She's like, I can taste it. Gosh. But anyway,
ketchup and onion.
But anyway, then she's like, we're almost home. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible.
This is terrible.
I have my hat on like this, right? And it's like smashed up against the seat. I'm just profusely sweating. Like I am not okay. And some fucking asshole in front of us slams on his brakes. So Melody hits her brakes, and I can't use my hands to catch myself, right? Because I don't know if it's leaking. It's dark.
I don't know if it's leaking.
All I know is I'm keeping this bag right here, right? Well, I get the hold of the handles. And so she hit the brake, and my back slammed up against the dash. She went, sorry, then she hit the gas, and then my fucking head went right back into the seat real hard. I felt my neck pop. I'm sweating, dude. And then
go to the doctor. Go to the fucking doctor.
No, I think it was the food because later.
Oh, you think it was the food?
It was the food.
You think it was the food? I don't know. Maybe a doctor can help with that.
He's making every excuse to still drink milk. It's like he's got a heroin addiction. No, dude, I can keep doing it.
I'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You seem all right with this story.
So anyway, then we're pulling onto my road, right? And of course, some jacked up truck with fucking high beams that are probably the same bulbs for the Colts
It's
stadium.
lighting up the whole interior with your pants.
Yes, and Mallory had to she had to go at like a wide turn so he could see all up. He could see all up in our car, and I'm just like,
you should just be giving him this death stare, like, "Yup, it's happening."
I just did a. Sorry, sorry you didn't see this.
Sorry.
And then, but after Mallory stopped gagging and the smell exited the vehicle, which took a little bit of time, I thought Mallory was gonna pee her pants. She was like screaming and like doing the dance, the pee dance. She's laughing her fucking ass off. It was just a terrible time. My feet went numb. My feet felt like TV static.
Dude,
that makes sense.
You know what? To avoid any more of these situations, you should probably just go to the doctor, man. Get your stomach checked out.
Well, 30 minutes after we were home, Mallory was in there. and had to go to the bathroom and stuff. So I think it was something with the food.
Shut your fucking mouth. You shit in a bag. And you want to make
I love Mallory's TikTok of when my boyfriend is lactose intolerant and is you just drinking
a jug. Yeah, about 2 months ago, I quit pouring it into a glass.
He's just right out the carton.
But she doesn't drink the milk, so I'm like,
you know,
hold on.
What I just started going for.
Why not glass,
He's
right?
about to say.
He just starts
You
going
usually
for it.
dive right in, don't you?
But maybe it was all the cheese. I don't know. I've never had a problem with Giordano's before. I know what foods to stay away from. Garlic,
you're a grown
garlic
man.
will turn me up.
You're a grown man still getting milk for your dinners. Yes,
It's a school. The school system did this to me. Remember they used to make you drink milk with everything? And it became normal?
Right.
You just, dude, you're taking literally every step you can take besides getting professional fucking help.
I don't need it. I'm okay.
See, he's like, I'm fine.
That's like people who trust. That's like people who trust homeopathy. Like, you know, like
What is that? I don't even know what
it's like medicine that's not doctor prescribed. Like, oh, you
Like
should
home
take-
remedies?
Like, yeah, like
Like
home remedies.
basically
like,
the Joe Rogan experience.
no, it's basically like Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
or like Steve Jobs, who got pancreatic
Yeah.
cancer from like drinking carrot
And then
juice
he
all the
just
time.
ate fruit all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about Ashton Kutcher doing that role for Steve Jobs? And he was on his diet and he started getting pancreatic.
He went to
like,
the
disease or
ER
something.
2 or 3 times, but he like didn't disclose it. His wife had to say something.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw that on
She's-
Hot Ones. Is that what-
Ones,
yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
why would you
I
go
love that
on
he was there
diet?
in the background. You could hear him screaming.
She's like talking to him off screen and like, yeah.
That'd be cracking a big because they called Ashton Kutcher out about him not having all that 70s show get up, but how he threw all of his hats and stuff away. And Mila Kunis was like, no, he
Yeah,
didn't.
he still got.
No, he didn't. And then he's like, you could tell from her face, he's probably like, shut up.
Dude, I feel like I heard a story about someone has collected almost the entire set still. Like they took the couch and the like washer.
Oh,
like,
I guarantee
Like I
that.
heard someone. I feel like I remember hearing someone go like, I've recreated the whole that 70 show basement like in my house or
But
something.
yeah, so yeah, that's
I mean,
one of the
pretty
talking
cool
points I
basement to
wanted
have.
to bring up is that was Friday night. This was recent.
You shit in a plastic
It's Sunday,
bag.
It's Sunday so,
afternoon.
you know, yeah,
You shit in a plastic bag in a moving car,
I did.
and you want to tell me that your insides are fine.
They're okay now. I can't believe I took an Imodium. That means there was something wrong with the food. If I took an Imodium and I still... And then Mallory, like 30 minutes after we got home...
I took an ibuprofen and smashed my fucking head against the wall and still got a headache. I'm like, what the hell?
I
but,
took a Tums, bro. It was just for fun.
If anybody else...
One for fun.
I took like 3 Tums at the bar last night. Mallory kept pulling the bag out like this, like they were drugs. And people were going... And I was like, they're just Tums. They're just Tums. They actually convinced some drunk girl that was there that it was acid. So we gave her a Tums, and she was like, I am not okay. Like going around. She eventually left.
Tums, bro.
She eventually left.
Get fucked up on Tums and go eat
It's like
somewhere.
when we sold those kids from Westfield oregano, and they were like, "Whoa, dude, shut up!"
Also wanted to tell the story of the time that me and Travis were in a Taco Bell drive-thru.
Oh yeah. I was just thinking about that.
Have you heard this one?
Vaguely. I want Travis to tell it.
You tell
You want me to tell it? Okay. Well, this is back in the day when we would still go to Family Fun and Fitness,
Yeah.
and like we would work out and like go hang out for a little bit. But like this time we like want to be little fatties, so we went to this Taco Bell drive-thru or right there on 40, and this is when Matt still drove his little Honda, and it was
He
after
still drives it, doesn't he?
Do you?
Yeah, the door handles broke off now. I have to use one finger to get it open.
Oh my god, dude! Just get in the car.
It drives. It drives.
Oh, it drives.
It drives.
Well, this is when he was treating it like a
Everything in your
trash
life
can.
is half broken, and you're like, "Yeah, it's fine.
If it
It's
works,
fine."
it works,
Even,
you know?
even your body.
But this was back when you were treating that car like a trash can, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we were going through the drive-through. He was ahead of me.
I had so
And
much
dude,
trash in the
as
floorboard
he's
this time.
ordering, he's just chucking garbage out the window.
Right at the speaker.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, and that'll be it. He orders whatever, and he pulls forward. And as I'm ordering, I can faintly hear him. He's like, "Hey, yeah, you see this guy? He just dumped trash all over your guys' drive-through." It's like, what an asshole.
Oh wait, you were behind him in your own car?
Yeah.
And he blamed it on you?
Yeah, because I'm throwing it out, and he's cracking up, dude. He's like losing it, and he's going.
Because I can see Matt in the mirror just going.
Yeah,
I know, like he does.
The Muttley. But and then
Blames it on
can you
me.
believe this guy? He threw a bunch of trash at the speaker.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Really?" Like, all annoyed. And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like,
Dude, I
Thank
feel like
you.
there's cameras at the drive-thru that see exactly who's coming through.
They could have seen you.
They probably checked it as he was driving off. Honestly.
Right? Like, and there's
it takes a
you're
minute to
blaming it
check
on the
them.
guy behind, but they're like, dude, it was totally him. That's the guy who dumped all the trash. And
which at that point, like, that's why it's perfect, right? Because I'm already long gone. Like, tell them it was me all you want. I'm gone. I'm
right, what are
out
you
of
gonna
there.
do?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a piece of shit. I really am.
That's so
but
funny.
It's okay.
Well,
It's okay.
I did something to Lanny that was kind of like that, where he was behind me, and I was ordering. We were at McDonald's in Anderson, and I ordered, and they were like, "Okay, blah blah blah." I come to the first window, and I said thanks, and then I sat for a minute, and then they came back on the speaker, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's," and I fucking ordered again, but I got a ridiculous amount of food, right? So when I pulled up and got my shit, he pulled up, and they're like, "Yeah, your total's like $70 some odd,"
Oh my
and he's
gosh.
like, "I didn't order that," and they're like, "You're literally like next in line. Like, did you really order all this food?" And we started prepping it, and like, you're not gonna pay for it. And he's like, "I didn't fucking do that." So, because you worked at McDonald's, and you know that like when somebody orders a shit ton of food, everybody's like,
Yeah.
"Here it goes."
Yeah.
So I got them
everybody
started.
Prepped. They get
I got
everybody
them
prepped.
started, and
That's
they just.
perfect.
But he fucking called me infuriated. He was just like, "Do you understand how much time I just had to take to convince these people I did not order like fucking 12 McChickens and 10 McDoubles?"
Dude, you know what McDonald's? I feel like what McDonald's did was like when there was a big order, they had a manager come confirm it before
Really?
they start making. They'd be like, "Okay, sir, you are the person who wants this, right?" And they, you know what I mean? Like, so they get to the window, like, so there was none of that. It was like, we're not even
Yeah.
gonna make this until someone says.
No, that happened at Taco Bell a lot. Well, Taco Bell, you're not going to come get it? Throw it in the heating cabinet. Somebody will order it sometime or
Somebody
soon.
wants some of it.
And if
At
they
Wendy's.
didn't, that's what we were all eating on breaks. So
At Wendy's, it's not cooked to order, but they'll like, depending on how busy it is, like if there's like a car or two every 5 minutes, they'll throw like 4 patties on the grill. Grilled chicken's made cooked to order. That's about it. Cooked to order. But we like if you get a sudden slam, then you throw a bunch of patties down, right? And the worst fucking thing you can order at Wendy's for employees is triple baconator. Okay,
Oh, gosh.
because you got to throw down a shit ton of patties for it, especially if it's not already busy, because they're not going to waste patties.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
It's fresh. Never
I got
frozen beef.
written up. It was like my second week there, and I got written up.
You got written
for-
up at Wendy's?
Yeah. So I went through the drive-thru after I got off, and I ordered 6 triple baconators, like as a joke.
Why is it a joke?
Yeah.
Dude, it was a joke. It was, I didn't really want this. Like, fuck you guys.
Well,
that's rich.
It was.
That's what it's like.
There was that old woman. You know the old woman that always worked the drive-thru, Carla.
Yeah.
Super sweet. And normally she's like very peppy, very happy to help, but she just like there was silence after I said it.
Yeah.
And I just started,
Was there?
okay. And I was like, yeah, that's it. And she goes, pull around. And I pulled around and it was me. And she was just like, are you fucking serious? And they put so many patties on the grill. There's no cars behind me. I got in a lot of trouble for that.
Dude, no lie.
I should have gotten a lot of,
probably-
if they only knew half the stuff I did.
Dude, now I want Wendy's.
I probably won't go back to that Wendy's. The last time I ate there, like pre-COVID, like someone like was sneezing on my burger or something because I got sick, dude.
Yeah.
I got real sick, like eating from.
Well,
there. It was
just
bad.
go to the
Damn.
doctor. It might be
Just go to the doctor.
Just go to the doctor.
Yeah, you see.
I love Wendy's. I can't eat Burger King anymore, man. That
Yeah.
shit makes me
Kerber Bing.
sick to my stomach.
Here's my thing about Burger King, and I don't know why they can't get this formula right. The burger is just so juicy, right? Like, I love it. But for some reason and somehow,
It's a hit and miss.
when you get halfway through the burger, it's like This thing's drier than Grandma Cooch. Like, what the fuck
their burgers
happened
are
to it?
dry.
You know what I mean?
Juicy burgers. Wendy's got it. Wendy's
Dude,
has
I was about to
juicy
say,
burgers.
Wendy's got the juicy burger in
Culver's.
fast food.
Culver's
Culver's.
too, dude.
And Culver's.
Culver's
Yeah.
is high class fast food. When April's like, "You want to
It's
spend
like a
some money on
Freddy's.
good food?" She's like, "You want to go to Culver's?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
Dude,
for
Culver,
sure.
I always get the butter burger with bacon and
I
pretzel
probably
bites.
only had it 3 times in my life.
You're
Dude.
missing out,
Dude, have you guys...
You don't- you don't like a lot of toppings,
Hey, you
though,
know what knockoff Culver's is? Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
You know what's a
wanna talk-
high-class
You
steak
could read
and shake?
newspaper through their fucking patties,
Is
dude.
Freddy's. You guys ever had Freddy's?
Yes, Freddy's is good.
Yeah.
Freddy's is good.
It's pretty good.
Freddy's is
Jaggers
like
is good, too.
It's like steak and shake, but better.
Freddy's is like Steak and Shake and Wendy's put together.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. That's kind of the vibe I got when I was in there.
Cookout
really
is
good.
the best fast food I've ever had in my life.
I was just
Dude, Craig,
Where
remember
is
Big
it?
Hoffa's?
It's southern.
It was okay, dude.
I liked it.
Big Hoffa's was overhyped.
It's southern, and dude, it's like $5 for this fucking like,
$5.
big double bacon cheeseburger, and then they have bacon tacos for the side
Ooh,
where
that
they
sounds
like
good as fuck.
they,
Dude, they got
just
bacon?
grill bacon inside of a little tortilla.
I had
and
I had
their
Doug cracking up.
Fuck me. This was so good.
I had my buddy Doug cracking up when I told him when I worked at Taco Bell. You guys remember the 1 pound nachos, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that took up so much ingredients. Like you're talking about making the triple bacon burger.
Well, yeah, it's a
this
pound.
was so much, right?
It's a pound.
Yes,
of Taco
and people
Bell
were
shit.
ordering it like crazy. Well,
Did you have to weigh
they were
it out
ordering it
exactly
so-
a pound?
no, I mean, no, we just I called it. But anyway, we threw it all on there.
0.93 ounces.
We threw
I've
it all.
been had.
We threw it all on there, and one time it was supposed to be chicken or whatever, and I put steak on it. My buddy's like, "Whoa, that was supposed to be chicken." I was like, "Oh
chicken?
shit!" And I was like, I looked around, and I looked at him, and he went, "What?" I real slowly bent down, and I just set it on the ground and pushed it underneath the line. He went, "What?" And then like 2 minutes went by, and I went, and it came up on the screen as a steak, and I went, and he went, "Dude, don't." And I went, pulled it out.
You're a
I mean,
piece of
it
shit.
didn't touch anything. It was just on the floor, you know.
It didn't touch anything. It was just on the floor.
The plastic.
It didn't
you know what I
touch
mean?
anything, just the fucking
Yeah,
floor.
there's germs on the floor. It decided to attach itself.
So I was like,
Yep, germs can't climb. They all live on the ground constantly.
Yep, exactly.
Oh,
You're going to hell.
probably I have box seat,
For sure.
but it's okay.
I mean, for
box
sure.
seat.
Boxy, what the fuck?
You're for sure going, dude. For a
Nobody else I know is fucking. That's where everybody I love's going. Damn.
He's just gonna be. He's still gonna pull shenanigans.
I got a couple talking points, but I'll let
Craig's gonna
somebody
be
else-
up in
I got
heaven looking down like, I'm so
Guys, I tried to tell you, bro.
I'm so
Keep the food off
lonely.
the floor. Like
Dude.
that's the standard.
Oh, that's what it comes down to. Years will go by, right?
Right.
Like 30 will die of
No,
old age,
dude.
and that's what
So-
he fucking says.
Homie at the gates just like flipping through your like life transcript going premarital sex. The mice? What did you do? Never mind. Oh,
he
you
already
stuck
knows.
a goldfish in it. You kicked a bird? All right. What's all this shenanigans about you running? Okay, never mind. We won't get into it. Oh! What's this?
Food on the floor.
You put a customer's food on the floor?
Well, and in that same
And
week,
then
there was someone that came in that I did not like and was very disrespectful to me. So I might have put a glob of earwax in her food.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Hey, she knew it was coming. She knew. She saw me making her food. She knows what she said to me.
Hey, I have a story.
She had it coming.
I have a story about
You know?
that. So I never.
Oh,
Felony, Matt.
When I worked at food places,
I'm joking.
dude, when I worked at food places, I told April like so her ex-boyfriend, like, we, of course, you don't get along with your girl's ex or something, like, but it wasn't that big.
I
deal.
like
We were
me a
kids.
lot.
Dude. But I told her that, yeah, he came in one time and I spit on his steak. I never did, dude. I was just like trying to be cool to her, you know what I mean? And for years, dude, she was telling people that I got back at this dude by like messing with his food, and I never did. And eventually one day I was just like, I never did that, right? She goes, I've been telling people for years. I was like, I've never done that.
Is it true?
Dude. Is
Did
it
you really
true?
not do that?
Yeah, I really didn't do that at
Edward.
all, but I was just telling a cool story when we were kids about me messing with her ex's food and like.
No, but
You're a phony.
Needless to say, I got wrote up a lot at Taco Bell.
I never got in trouble at Subway because my manager was also a child.
Right.
Like we were both like 18 and 19, so that shit was wild.
You know what's funny?
You loved it when I worked there. You could just walk in and whatever you wanted.
Well,
and just make you
It was
food.
vice versa. It was like me being at Taco Bell. I would give you whatever you wanted.
Yeah,
you
the
always
off chance
like
that I
throw
would
some
catch
free
it.
Unless it was
stuff.
busy. If it was busy, I couldn't.
Dude,
Yeah, see, every
what's
time I
funny?
came in, it was like busy.
For a short
or I was in
season,
school.
Remember when I worked
you know?
I worked at the Santa taking pictures photos thing.
Yes.
I had this. So he was a manager of like, I don't know if he was a manager. He was just in charge of getting us the equipment.
Yeah.
And like, so this kid was not much older than me, dude. Maybe 2 years older, but I was only 18 at the time, and I had like I could not take this guy seriously. Like I did not respect him at all. He was trying to be real serious to me, but and just as an 18-year-old kid, I was judging the crap out of. He had like one gauged ear, and the other one was just normal sized.
Oh, no.
So already I was like, this idiot, dude. Right?
Food.
But he was trying to be
Nemo-looking
real
ass.
serious to me about stuff. He's
Yeah.
like, this is the such and such, and he's like talking to me real condescending, like you know,
right,
like I'm
child?
stupid for not knowing. Yeah, and I was. I mean, I was an 18-year-old kid, but for this dude to not be that much older than me and then talk to me this way, I was already in this mood, like. Don't talk to me, bro.
Like, don't patronize me.
Yeah,
Don't patronize me.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk to me like you're talking to me. And anyway, because of his appearance alone and the way he talked, I was just like. But you're saying you were saying like, oh yeah, like my manager, we are already cool. Like I wasn't cool with this dude,
Yeah.
but it was like. Just the disrespect. Like I didn't respect his position.
Yeah.
It was just like,
I didn't respect him at all.
He brought it upon
So
himself.
fuck
Not
him.
at
He brought it
That's
upon
why.
himself.
not at all.
Just like that girl that got the chunky earwax.
Oh God, the Chucky.
Well, my manager would try and like scold me for the dumb shit that I did.
Yeah.
But much like how Matt gets out of things,
What are you talking about?
I would just be like, "Oh, come on,
Yeah,
you know the bullshit that we
Yeah.
pull to be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, really? Come on,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's fine. Nobody got hurt, you know.
We're halfway, decent looking fellas. You know, like
I just, well, she tried to write me up one time, and it was kind of like when the Japanese teacher told you to go to detention.
and I just said no.
You were just like, mm-mm,
Bringaroo.
no.
But this is the new Japanese.
Yeah, so she
teacher.
said.
See,
Dude, 'cause
they-
She goes,
they
Matt,
didn't
you
get
go to
to
room
have
3204, and I went.
I had Bringaroo, and he was so
no.
cool, dude.
Dude,
I heard that.
I had in my freshman
Well, that's
year,
why
and
we
that
signed
was
up for Japanese because
Yeah,
we
right,
heard
'cause
he
we're
was
like,
cool
we're gonna
as
get
hell.
him, right?
And then we get this fucking
This lady.
bitch. Anyways,
Yeah, we got gypped.
dude. But her name was Emma, and she tried to write me up one time, and I straight pulled that. I was like, I'm not signing that because it was for some dumb
Dude,
shit.
was she
I think
a
it was
weeb?
for my attendance.
Like a
Weeb.
J nerd.
Who? Who is this?
Never mind.
Who
I'll
you
talk to
asking?
you about it later.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but I was like 5 minutes late from smoke breaks all the time, which didn't fucking matter because it's the Walmart Subway.
Yeah.
It was. We got
Every time I go in there,
two
somehow
rushes a day.
There's no line.
two
Dude,
rushes a
there's
day,
never a line
and by
there.
rush I mean like 5-6 people. A lot of downtime in that job. That's
Yeah.
why it's always so clean in there, dude. There's just so much downtime.
They just remodeled it yesterday. We actually just ate there the other day. Mallory's like,
but
couldn't tell they remodeled. I'm like, what
I just didn't want to fucking sign it. I was like, no, dude, that's so dumb. And I worked with a bunch of kids, like 16-year-olds.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And I was like 18, which I'm a kid too. But
That's why let's talk about. I was getting older, but everybody else stayed the same age. I was like, getting the hell out of here.
tiring.
Matt's banging all the high school girls coming for a job. He gets
God.
older, but they all stay the same. He was all dazed and confused.
Right
Right the mistake.
How did he keep
McConaughey.
his job?
That's exactly what happened. Like everybody that was like, just a couple years older of having a job weren't there anymore. So
I
they
did
just
get
kept
caught
hiring.
one time giving you free food while my manager was there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because she was fucking refilling the sauce
Oh,
bottles
she
or
get mad
something.
at you for it?
Of course she got mad at me for it.
Like Subway doesn't have enough money to cover the free food. Yeah.
Well, like,
it's a franchise.
So we do bread count, okay? Or we did what was called bread count.
That sounds so lame.
So there's trays of frozen bread, okay? And they go in
it's
these
not
little...
fresh?
No.
That sounds like describe your job as basic as you can. I count bread.
Basically. But
I'm a bread counter.
But there were so many sticks that came in boxes, and you would count it in inventory,
Right.
And that's how they would tell how many sandwiches were being taken or something like that, But she got in a lot of trouble for it because suddenly when I started working there,
they were coming up short.
Quite often.
Quite
often.
A lot, bro.
Because not only would I eat so much because we were skating still like 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody, even if I barely knew them, I would discount the hell out of it or I would just give it away.
Yeah.
I just didn't care. Matt would come in like once every other day and I'm like, I know what you want. I would get him.
I know what you want.
I'd get him his Italian
and I know exactly.
urban
I do the
cheese.
same thing at Taco Bell all the time.
I get him his Italian urban cheese foot long with the chicken breasts. That's what he used to get. Like the thick pieces. And I was always like, why don't you get the chopped up chicken? And he was like, nah. Fucking dumb. He got the chicken breasts with
which now I do get the chopped up, but it's the chicken teriyaki.
Yeah.
Dude,
that
what
wasn't
did you
around
used
then.
to? You used to get
pretty
what?
good.
American cheese toasted. What else did
I
you
get American cheese, the chicken breast, lettuce, bacon, and mayo.
Yes. Yep. Very
good shit.
basic, but
Now I've got it all mixed up. I'm
Guys,
He's more of a
I got like two
we
more
have spent
ingredients.
way too much time talking about your food
Yes.
choices.
sorry. Yeah.
I want to talk about this.
I'm very
real quick.
hungry.
I want
Go
to
ahead.
talk about
What is it?
blue collar corporate jobs versus blue collar trade jobs, right?
Oh, okay.
So I only bring this up because April is like she's got she works at Geico, right? She works
Right, yeah.
She works a corporate job, and anybody who works, you work in a warehouse. Anybody's worked in a warehouse, it's really like corporate run. They you have to be real polite about things.
Yep.
And I love so much.
Yeah.
I love having a trade job so much because violence is the only thing that keeps everyone in line.
Yeah.
And when you think,
so true.
so when you think about it, like, 'cause
It's
in
so
the
true.
corporate world, like. If you send an email the wrong way, you're gonna hear about it from your upper management or something.
You're gonna get disciplined.
You could say the slightest thing the wrong way, and like things, you could lose your job, dude.
Well, they'll give you something like a
Meanwhile,
demerit.
The only way
three
you
more
can
of those?
really use your job is like hitting someone in the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
And like the threat of that is what keeps everyone in line. Like, hey, if you don't get up there and do what I need you to do, I'm gonna stab you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and it's a legit.
Well,
like you're like, okay, fair.
And that's something kind of similar to that is going on my job right now. Like,
What, hitting people in the heads with hammers?
Yes. That's my other job. But anyway,
We'll unpack that later.
corporate has come in and is like making all these changes, and like all the managers and all of us are like upset about it because we know it's so dumb and none of it
It's
makes any sense.
It's because someone got paid to be like, hey,
Right. Nobody
try
makes
this.
any sense, and none of it makes any sense. And
They get paid to make nonsense.
I've told all the managers. I've talked to every manager. I'm like, you know that this is going to be a disaster, right? Like, and they're like, and some of them know how to do my job. They were in my position before they moved up, and they're like they want to say something so bad, but they can't. And I was like, I know you can't say nothing, but it's a disaster waiting to happen. I was like, so I guess I'll see it when it happens. And they were like, they didn't want to say anything. You know what I mean?
But in the back of their mind, they're like, yeah,
They know.
fair. We'll see.
And as soon as we start popping off the mouth about like, when we start to cross that line, they're like, hey.
No, sit down here. Yeah.
Like
No.
I agree with you, but I won't have to write you up with something that I agree with,
Right.
type, But yeah, it is. You're right. It is. It's the violence.
The violence is the only thing that keeps everyone in line. And it's and you know what's great is that in the trade job side, everyone is cool with it, dude. Everyone understands.
Everyone's cool with violence.
Well, not cool with the violence, but cool with the threat of violence. Like there's the undertone, there's the underlying like
because you are all on the same
and
side.
that's
You know
it,
what I mean?
and
You're
that's-
all.
like that's like the way like men like that's the way men have always worked. Is like it's always been like, look, I'll just beat you up, bro. Like, I'll just beat you up if you don't like pay attention. If you don't do what I ask,
Do what I
like,
say, or hurt you.
Well, me and this other
Do what I
coworker,
say,
me and
I'll hurt you.
a couple coworkers, we like legit threaten each other We legit threaten each other. Like that we're gonna like beat each other up and stuff.
Haven't
and like
showered
new
in 4
managers
days.
have like heard us and like they freaked out. They were like, whoa.
Wait, they tried to write you up?
Because he was like, he went like this, and I said, do you like having teeth? And then we'll just
They
go
don't
back and
know.
forth. He's like, do you want kicked? I'll meet you in the parking lot.
Right.
And I'm shooter. You know what I mean?
Oh my
We say stuff like that, and she's like, "Oh my God, whoa!" And I was like,
Boy, do you
it's
want to
just-
meet
it's
Jesus?
work banter.
We're just messing around. It's a guy thing. Okay?
Come here,
Yeah.
get your shit pushed in.
By the way, we're on the topic of work. There's this guy. I like to work. I like to talk, here and there, but we have like a rate that we have to hit. So it's like I'll talk a little bit, and then I'll bust my
Be
my
motivated to
but
work.
I'll
he's
bust my
still
rump
talking?
really hard for a
Yeah.
couple
Is that what it
hours,
is?
and then I can go talk for like an hour.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there's this one guy
I love that you found a
when he
loophole.
comes, I did. There's this one guy that'll come talk to me, and I'll do this motion where I'm on my lift, where I kind of like gently hit my thing, and I'm moving like, and I'm
Like,
being
move.
polite to be like, hey,
that's the
I'll talk
motion
to you
for-
later, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So I need to get the fuck out of here.
he doesn't get it.
He doesn't
He doesn't get
Figured it out.
And
He
I was
pick up
telling
on the
everybody,
cue.
I told everybody, I was like, this guy, I'm not going to say his name, just on the off chance, but I was like, this guy would be really good at robbing a bank. And they're like, what are you talking about? Because everyone knows about what he does. And I said,
robs
well,
banks?
if he can hold me hostage with just words, I can only imagine what he'd do with a gun in the sack. I can only imagine. He'd be really good at it.
Right. Like someone who doesn't know how to end the conversation. You know what I mean? Like,
He just doesn't. He doesn't pick up on the social, or maybe he does, and he
Just
gets a
doesn't
kick
care.
out of it. But I'm tired of it.
I'm
I'm trying to be nice,
so, So real quick,
Just walk away.
something-
Don't even say anything.
A current event that I really want to bring up, and it's sensitive. It's a sensitive topic.
Is it
Only-
funny?
Yes, it is. It is oh no, there's 2 parts of it that are funny, and it's a sensitive topic only because the people who haven't been paying attention have a certain view about it, and they don't understand. So real quick, the Rittenhouse trial that's going on, the prosecution part, like the prosecutor, will be used in educational videos on how not to prosecute a trial. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention.
I have not
No,
been paying
but
attention.
The only thing I've been
Anyway.
paying attention to was that meme made about him.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
when he's
all
with
sorts
his face
of
crying.
There's
he's
all sorts of memes. There's all
I saw
sorts
one
of
of
so
him and Alec
funny.
Baldwin in it, but anyway.
there's all sorts of memes going on. But anyway, like it's a like if you've been paying attention, it's a clear cut and dry like case of self-defense. Like there's video, all the evidence points to that, and the prosecution has like no like real.
But
case.
that's crazy that it's at such a point that they can use it for educational
Well,
purposes.
yeah, right. It's at a point now where they're like, all right, guys, it's gonna make history as to like this is what not to do. when
It's
you
like-
prosecute a trial.
It's like
And-
it reminds me of Captain America. So you got detention.
Right. And the second part of that is the prosecutor, Thomas Binger. He's like the assistant prosecutor or something.
Yeah.
He looks like Dollar Tree Gary Oldman.
Does he?
Yeah, that was. I think that was a meme I saw, or there was somebody on the live chat talking about. He's Dollar Tree Gary Oldman.
You're right,
Oh my
Alec.
gosh. He's chilling over there.
Oh,
He's zoning out.
Ooh. I'm golden, man.
I also wanted to talk about. Well,
What do
if
you wanna
anybody
talk
else
about?
does, so I'm talking.
Dude, I have
just got
nothing.
a lot of.
I have absolutely zero
So I
topics
wanted to
talk
tell the
about.
viewers about when I was young, I didn't want to catch DUIs. Right.
So you only drank in the daytime.
No,
Well, no, that was later on. But
that was later on.
No, I did not want to catch DUIs, and I was even when I was like underage drinking. It was between like right before I was 21 to a little bit after 21. Where house parties were a big thing, right? Well, I got tired of going to houses and like having to like claim a spot to sleep, because then people fuck with you,
Oh my
they write on your
fucking
face and
God.
stuff. So I had to think outside of the box, right? I was like, I'm not catching a DUI, and I'm not going to fight for a place to sleep. I'm not going to sleep on the ground. You know what I mean? So I'm going to think of another option, and I did. I went to Walmart. I bought a little cot, like a little camping
You came
cot,
prepared.
and I had a little throw blanket and a little throw pillow.
Dude, that is
and
smart.
I did that for a
That's
while
brilliant.
until I realized that a cot is pretty much just a stretcher without wheels, and people can carry you anywhere you want. And the
did that
last
start
time I
happening
used
to
it,
you?
I was sleeping, and I'm a heavy sleeper.
Where
If
were you,
someone
buddy?
carried you.
Yeah, I woke up to a car honking. I remember. Okay, this is what I went through. Right, I'm waking up. I'm like really drunk. Only been asleep a couple hours. I hear honking, and then I realize I'm fucking cold. And then I like shuffle around, and I feel grass on me, and I look up, and there's a car honking. I'm in the middle of the road. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Oh my gosh, dude.
And they're like continuing to honk. I'm like, obviously, I didn't mean to do this. Give me a fucking minute.
Someone put me here.
I don't know how this works.
Hey,
We took you outside of my house one time.
Yeah, that was another time. Yeah,
Hey, is there some funny behind the story of you throwing the party for? Was it his 21st or Ryan's?
I think it was
21st?
Ryan.
No, it was his 21st. It was at Ryan's. Yeah. Well, I talked. So I had a bunch of money. Okay, and I was like, at the time, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give Alec a good fucking birthday. You know, it was his 21st birthday. So I sat down and talked to my buddy's mom. Okay, because like everybody in the house was out of town or whatever, or out of town, and it was just Ryan, you know, and his mom and his mom's little brother. Well, I was like trying to talk her into like getting a hotel and letting us have the house for the night, right? Thought the odds are so low, like
right.
she'll laugh.
50-50 chance, either yes or no, right?
80-20, really. I thought
80-20, really.
I thought for sure she was gonna say, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" Which, you know, I am. So it tracks. But she says, I tell her, and then she like makes this thinking face, and I thought, oh shit.
She might say yes.
Yes. And she goes, you know what? Ryan's little brother has been wanting to go swimming, and it was like cold, you know. She was like, yeah, we're gonna we'll get a hotel or whatever. And like then we talked about the basics, about like keeping the house okay, making sure everything's okay, and then it led to me paying somebody else, because I wasn't 21. Me paying someone else that was 21 to buy a keg and all this alcohol, and then like it just came together so quick, and I just didn't expect it. You know what I mean?
Like,
and yeah, I did. I talked her out of it. She let me have the house for the night, and I was like, I didn't even get to have a good time. I was so busy making everybody like carpool, park down the street. You know what I mean? I was just organized. I had this whole thing going on. And then his mom even went to the extra step. You're fucking his mom went the extra step to buy us like props for the party, like big sunglasses and fake mustaches and silly string and like, you know, hair. Party pops and stuff. And it was just wild. I literally didn't think we had a chance. Like, I bought a keg, trash can, ice, put it around. I mean, we had the whole thing. I taped all the cabinets.
Taped them shut so people wouldn't get into them.
Yeah, I taped up. Yeah, put a bunch of duct tape around the stair casing, so I don't want to go upstairs.
You start peeling paint off when you get rid of it.
But
yeah.
But yeah, and I can't believe we're all underage drinking. Well, most of us.
Me.
Yeah, most of us. And
Alec was the only one.
There had to have been 50, 60
It's
people
all
there.
mine, officer.
There had to have been 50, 60 people there, right?
Probably I would have just lied and been like, I'm 20. I would have rather taken the fucking, you know.
They would have found your ID and been
no,
like,
stop.
You've got it.
Stop. No, I'm going to close my eyes until it goes away.
No,
it's his birthday. We all go, he bought us the alcohol.
Giving alcohol to everybody.
No.
Yep, you would.
No.
Yep.
You hear me? It's your birthday, and we all go, yeah, he bought us the alcohol, officer.
Yeah, this adult took advantage of me.
Right.
You guys are fucking
21.
illegal adults.
He made me drink it.
But I can't believe that a house party got busted, you know, years later, and it was only like 12 of us there. Like, it wasn't even a party. We were all more like just hanging out.
Right.
And that gets busted, and everybody goes to jail, or most of them.
There was easily 50 fucking people.
I was of age at the time, so.
Well, the cool thing is because our buddy Ryan is younger than us. So,
duels?
Yeah.
Dude, tell that story.
Oh my God.
But he's younger than us. And then, obviously, like, some of his friends are even younger than him. So it's just like, there was this, like, weird gap in our friend group where it was like, we would turn 18 and then Ryan would turn 16 and then we'd turn 21 and Ryan was just turning 19. So it was just like this weird gap. And so, but the premise of what I was saying is that was the night that me and Mariah left early, like literally right before the cops showed up. But all the underage people there were cool as shit, and they were like, nah, we brought it ourselves. Because you and Luke Smith were the only people of age there by the time.
Me, I was with Jenny, and she was of age.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan
Smith wasn't 21 yet.
Yeah, he was 21 then.
No, he went to jail that night, remember?
Oh, yeah. No. Who was it? It was two more. Dylan Wright and
Luke
Cody
Smith.
Guffey.
And Luke Smith, too.
Was Luke Smith there?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he left.
Yeah, that was the night Lanny went to jail.
Because they tried to. Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, what's funny is there was only like a select few of us that were 21, and they sat us all down.
Yeah.
And I was with Jenny at the time. You remember Jenny?
Yeah.
And just because she's so like small, they like one of the officers that didn't know what was going on said, "Hey, you," pointed at her and went, "Come with me." She stood up and he just starts putting her in cuffs. There was no dialogue. And then she's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "You're going to jail." "Why?" "Come on, don't act, like, come on. I don't need any of this. You know what you did," that kind of thing. And she's like, "No, why am I going to jail?" And he was like, "Because you're underage." She goes, "I am not underage." And it was this whole thing. And the other guy's like, "No, that's why they're all here." Oh. I just laughed so hard though because she's like,
that reminds me of who was it we were out in front of your place and that girl who looked really young and I was like, "What are you, 21, 22?" She goes, "I'm 33." I was like, "Oh my." Sad, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. I can't remember.
That's my brother's lady friend.
That's right.
Yeah, she legitimately looks like she's like 15 and
she looks super young.
I'm 33.
Oh, what was it? 2 weekends ago at the bar. I don't even know her last name, but I think her name's Jill. That goes to the bar a lot. I think you know her. She's like a realtor or something.
Oh, yeah.
I guess she was having a bad night. I didn't know, and my drunk like idiot self, like she was like, I guess I didn't read the room. I was playing darts. She was like on her way storming out, and I just went, "Hey." I just say what's on the top of my head. I go, "Hey," and she like looked back and was like, "What?" And I realized that like it's not the time or place, but I was like, "I already have your attention." So I'm like, "You look like my friend's mom." She went, "Thanks." And then Seth, in case everyone went, "Ooh," and I went, and then I went back to throwing darts.
Hey.
Hey, real quick, I want to talk about the O'Douls.
Oh my gosh,
So
that cracked me up so bad.
April was still pregnant with Darcy, I believe.
Yeah, and she came
we were having
over.
a party, and she wanted to like drink a little bit, but like O'Douls, there's not alcohol.
There's no alcohol,
so
right?
like,
But it's the experience,
it's the experience
right?
of drinking a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, she left it in the fridge.
It was in your mini
it's
fridge.
been in my
Yours
fridge,
was wrong.
my little mini fridge.
Is it still there? I think it's still there.
I just threw them out.
Okay,
I had to
okay.
clean it out. There was a bunch of stuff in there.
But then what? Ryan comes over. Yeah,
dude,
Ryan came. No, it was the same night. Like you guys had left, and Ryan and I think Jesse
was
were
the
still
same
there.
night, yeah.
And like they were still there, wanting to hang out and party.
And they asked if I had any beer, and I was like,
Matt,
just check the fridge, whatever's because that mini fridge, it's like it's just a hodgepodge of just random, booze.
Well, he
Drinks
goes to
to keep
grab.
cold.
He goes to grab another beer, and
It's the
like it's
community
pretty
fridge.
bare at this point. And he sees the O'Douls. He said, "I was like O'Douls, O'Douls, are you serious?
Voice,
This is a fucking joke." He's like, dude, his voice is so deep, man.
He's so pissed off.
Yeah, dude, if he listens, like if he hears this, like no offense, but his voice is just so deep, it's just kind of dumb.
It's just different.
It's just different, like, but the way he said it,
Well, and
the way
it's
he
like-
looked around at it, it's just like, are you fucking serious? O'Douls, this is a joke.
I made a joke before we
Red
started the
shoes,
show.
we win.
I made a joke before we started the show. I'm 27 and my voice still cracks. I don't understand it. But anyway, Ryan knows. Ryan knows about it because he knows how it comes off. Because when we were young, we were driving and we literally went to go get chocolate milk. And we were coming back and we got pulled over in
You
his
told
neighborhood.
this story on the last episode.
Did I?
Yeah.
About how they thought he was like
Yes, messed up.
yeah, they thought he
It's
was
just
on
his voice.
yeah, it was just his voice.
Right.
They were like,
Dude, it
"What
was
pills
just
is he
so
on?"
funny the way he said it. O'Douls.
Hey, shout out to Uproar Records or recording or whatever.
Yeah.
his
Yes,
business
for
is.
sure.
Yeah, hit up Ryan.
Hit
for
up Brian Olsen
recording needs.
for recording needs.
I forget what the media company is. He just started a new media company and they
It's
got
Uproar, isn't it?
They got it's
Down
like an
roar.
umbrella thing now. Where it's one group that does like media, recording, video, all that shit. But yeah, he's got like his own building now. It
Oh,
looks
nice.
dope
I saw
too.
him doing
How
all
about
the
that?
construction in his
Is it-
new office or something.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool.
Uproar Recording, isn't it?
But he
Memphis?
started a media group. I forget what it's called.
It probably has his name in it or something. Who knows?
No, it's like DMG or some shit like that. I can't remember off the top of my
Well, we'll
dick.
shout it out next time when we
Yeah.
figure it out.
I'm too stubborn. You keep talking. I'll look.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I had I had another joke we were talking about. I brought up. So my work, they're doing for like Black Friday. They're catering.
Damage Media Group.
What is
Shut
it?
up. Damage Media Group. I knew it
Damage-
was like something DMG. Okay. Yep.
But so for Black Friday, they're catering food, which is nice. I love that the company does that. But they're catering, out of all things, for a warehouse full of mostly men, Panera Bread. Which I thought was odd, and I told somebody that works there. We were talking about it, and I said, "Yeah, I can't wait for this rock hard bread." I said, I went like this. I leaned. I said, "Good thing I pay for dental."
Dude, that's what I think of when I think of Panera Bread. I think of their sandwiches.
It's like
just
biting
cut the
into a
roof of my
stone.
mouth whenever I eat it.
It's like it's lunch meat and then 2 stones.
That's exactly what happens, dude.
They have excellent soup. It's good soup.
Their soup is pretty good.
Good soup.
Good soup.
See, another one more. I got one more topic on here. It's
good.
When I worked circling back to when I worked at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
And when someone who's no longer with us, Justice, was there. He was there with some people.
Poor guy.
And it's very unfortunate. But he was with a group of people, and this is when this is years ago. He was selling weed, and he stopped in a Taco Bell with some people, and they were eating. And I always made the food, but they just wanted me to learn the front register just in case they were short, right? So it was like so odd that it was the one day I was up front, so you can see 9,
Yeah.
And I watched them get in their car, I told them, later, I watched them get in their car, and as they're pulling out, you fucking dick. As they're pulling out,
I'll stop.
as they're taking I think they were going right, I don't know, but as they were going, they just get fucking T-boned hard, right?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I guess he was on probation or something, and he shouldn't have had stuff on him. And obviously, cops are going to be involved, and he knew I was up front. So as soon as the accident happens, I see Justice get out and hold his leg and kind of limp as fast as he can
With a handful of paraphernalia or something.
he had a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
It was bulged up in the front, and he's running into the Taco Bell, and he's like, "Dude, cops are going to be here. I need you to hold this for me." And I'm like, okay. So
Yeah, sure.
I take it into the back
No
room,
problem.
okay,
I'm on the clock.
And he was like, "Just take, for helping me out, just take a little bit of something." So I was like, "Okay." So I took a fucking handful.
Started taking all of it, actually.
I took a handful of it, and then I watch all the police stuff go down, and I have the rest of it in a Mexican pizza box in a bag, ready to go, and I have it underneath the register or whatever.
Did someone take it on accident?
And then the police get done doing their thing or whatever, and then I see Justice tell him 1 second, and he hobbles back over, and I'm like, "Yeah, 1 Mexican pizza." Leaves, and I'm like, "See you, buddy."
Extra spicy. Yeah.
Extra spicy, dude.
But,
hey, speaking of a bunch of stuff in a hoodie, there was a time when we had, I think it was one of your parties. I can't remember, dude, but I dropped Shelby off at Snappers, and he had a bunch of beer still. He didn't want to leave it in my car, and so he filled his hoodie full of all these beers, and he walked around the back to go in and just kept it down by the chair and was just popping beers.
Just all night.
Who was doing this?
He just drank for free at the bars.
Oh my God.
That's so him, dude.
It was
That's
great.
something he would do for sure.
I love his. I don't know if he has more than one, but I love his love of King of the Hill.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
He loves King of the Hill, dude.
Dude,
That's
because
super
I
cool.
also love King of the Hill, and when we talk about it, it's pretty fun. Getting rid of
Right.
that.
Dude, I used to. Dude, not that we didn't get along, but I used to hang out with someone who did not like Shelby, so it was so great that after school, after years go by, and we're like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And me and him are we're okay, we're cool
Right.
now. I mean, we're acquaintances really, but he's just. I remember that time being like, "Hey, man, remember that time such and such happened?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude. That kid was an idiot." And I'm like, I know. and I'm talking about Sam, who
Oh,
Dude, I'm just-
yeah.
you
yeah.
probably don't remember.
No, I don't think he was there for Sam.
To be honest, I'm kind of glad I'm not friends with him anymore. He was a jerk, dude, and
It's crazy how much people change.
yeah, people change, man. He might not be a jerk now, but he was a jerk back
Change.
then.
I'm just worried that the baby thinks people can't change.
People can't change, dude.
All right.
And now his hair is pushed back instead of slicked back. So.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes. You wanna?
I don't have anything else.
I think Craig, you and I should work on telling him some more Bruce stories because there's a lot.
Dude, you guys,
Oh, yeah.
the Bruce stories are funny.
Like he calls me every week and says the same thing every week. And I just
dude,
go, yep.
Remember when he had your gray Saturn? Remember that
Yeah.
trip? We should tell that trip
Yeah,
sometime
we should
because that was
definitely should.
hilarious.
Dude, it's so funny. Is like
Bruce
now,
Chronicles.
When he'll call me and he likes to tell me about because he's an excellent artist. He's a great artist.
Yeah.
But
Did he call
keeps
you
telling
today?
Me, he called me yesterday.
Okay.
But he keeps telling me the same thing over and over about his art, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's so about himself that I try to tell him a story, and he just goes, yeah,
Yeah.
And he wants me to hurry up with what I'm saying so that
he can tell.
he can go ahead and keep talking. So now, like when I realize what he's doing, I just do the same thing to him. I just go, okay, all right, yep, I'll see ya. Yep, all right, I got it.
He does that, bro.
All right, bye. Anyway, more Bruce stories coming soon for sure, dude.
Dude, we have to. There's so many good ones.
There are.
Did you hear what he said? I'll tell you what he said.
Don't say it.
We gotta, dude.
Don't say what he said.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll
We'll
leave
just
that one for
preface some
next
Bruce
time,
stories with
yeah.
that.
Oh man, I got one for next week too. All right.
All right.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for
bro.
tuning in, Dang
Dang
Bro.
Bros.
I got it.